We'd like to welcome you who will shape the new world to Charles Darwin University, a university who believes we're made bolder by your unique experiences, perspectives, and opinions. We'd like you to be part of our community, where we not only teach, but learn from you. We'll work together to create a path to turn your passion into a profession. We know we can help you get there. We're ranked in the top 5 Australian universities for graduate employment and salary outcomes, not to mention being named the Territory's best training provider 3 years running. But we can't take all the credit. Our students make us who we are. So we want you to join our flexible and supportive learning environment. Bring your determination to fight for social justice. That's going to give a powerful voice to those who need it most. Bring your toddler-proof resilience only a parent of 3 could have. That's going to give you the strength to reach your goals. Bring your curiosity for renewable energy. That's going to uncover more sustainable ways of living. And bring your bravery to pursue your dream career. That's going to take you to some exciting, unknown places. Bring whatever makes you, you. Because what you may think is holding you back could unlock your future. We're not like any other university, because you make CDU the New World University.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, for GSP episode 13. And today we're very honored to have the representative from Charles Darwin University joining us today, bringing a lot of great news and also new scholarship program. And yeah, we cannot wait. So over to you, Randy.
Okay, thank you very much, Annie. So, hello everyone, and welcome, and thank you for attending today. And special thanks for Global Study Partners, Annie, GSP, for arranging this live session. My name is Randy Pahlevi. I'm from CDU, but I'm originally is your neighbor, guys. I'm from Indonesia, so pretty much we have, we have the same, quite the same culture, custom as Southeast Asian. Today, I will present a little bit about CDU, and hopefully you will find it useful. I will present a little about the opportunities there in the city where CDU is located, about our courses, and about our scholarship program. Okay, so I will share my screen.
Okay, sure.
Share screen. All right. Share screen. No, this one. Okay.
Oh,
Right. I will make it big.
there you go.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Any?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. So, I will introduce myself once again. My name is Randy Pahlevi, currently as an interim regional manager for Southeast Asia. And today I will present about the university, which is CDU, or Chester University. So, first of all, the one that I would like to update is the COVID-19 situation in the NT. NT is Northern Territory, where CDU is located. So, Australia consists of a lot of territories and also states. And CDU belongs to the Northern Territory because it is located in Darwin City in Northern Territory. Okay, pretty much CDU now is considered one of the safest cities for COVID-19. Since the first COVID-19 happened until up to date, we only had 201 confirmed cases with 200 people recovered and only one person death. And currently there is no active cases at all at CDU. So that's why our staff in CDU, they're still working from the office as normal. Face mask is not mandatory, only recommended, and everything just goes to normal in Darwin. So previously, like around a month ago, there was one new cases where there was a person was infected by Delta variant, and once the government of NT detected it, they directly implied the lockdown for 3 days and until the person was recovered. So the NT government they act quickly toward COVID. So that's the reason why we are safe from COVID here in Northern Territory in CDU. And then where are our campus actually? So our campuses is actually located are actually located in more than one city. We have our campus in Darwin and Alice Springs in Sydney, but our main campus is in Darwin. In Darwin itself, we have three different campuses, which are in Casuarina, Waterfront, and Palmerston. Casuarina is our main campus where our administrative buildings are located. Most of our faculties are located, and we also have our Waterfront campus and Palmerston campus. Normally, students who want to study business, they will study in our Waterfront campus. And students who want to study vocational education training, they will study in our Palmerston and Alice Spring campus. And we also have our campus in Sydney. The program that we offer in our campus in Sydney is actually our nursing program. So the student who would like to study nursing, they can choose either to study in our main campus in Darwin or in our Sydney campus. Okay, this is a little bit of our achievements here in CDU. As you may have heard in the video, we are ranked top five in Australia as the Australian University for graduate jobs and pay. Exactly, we're ranked number two in Australia. So our graduates are considered highly paid by the Australian government. This is due to the education quality and our alumni outcomes from CDU. So, which is good. We have quite a good reputation among the employers in Australia. And then we are the first university in Australia to welcome back offshore international students back to Australia while the pandemic happened. So in November 2020, you have heard right. Since March 2020, Australia has been closing its border for international travels, including for international students who study online outside Australia. But in November 2020, we managed to get back 63 international students from Asia to come back to Darwin, and then they just now learn study on campus as usual. I will talk about this in the more detail later on in my next slides. And then because of this COVID-19 situation, everything switched to online, right? Like this event switched to online, including your learning, your classroom learning there in Vietnam are also switched online. But actually with CDU, even before the pandemic, we offered various of online courses that the student can choose. So we have been offering the online classes for more than 20 years. So that's why we're considered leaders in the online course delivery by the Australian government. And beside higher educations like bachelor's, master's, and PhD, we also offer VET or vocational education and training programs. So we are dual sector university. And since 2017 until 2019, CDU is nominated as the expert training providers or Northern Territory Training Providers of the Years by the NT government. And this is from the Good University Guide 2021. Right. So this is a quick stats about CDU, but I'm so sorry I haven't got the data, the exact data about the Vietnam alumni, because I don't have the data myself. The one that have the data
Sorry,
is
sorry, Randy. I think we're still on
yes,
the first slide on the screen.
really.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, you don't see it moving.
No.
All right. Sorry, guys. I will stop sharing first.
Yeah.
Or so what I need to do maybe is here screen. Maybe I have to share the entire screen, I believe, not the window.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to share this one. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. Ooh, oh. Okay. I need to share.
Okay.
Can you see it moving now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Good. Sorry,
everyone,
guys. I don't
for
realize that until any told me to. But okay. No, no, it's resolved. Okay. This is the previous slide that I talked about. So we're number two university in the employment starting salaries, the first university in the Australia that managed to bring back international students to Australia during the pandemic while the border was still closed. And then we're the leaders of online learning delivery, and we are nominated as the Northern Territory Training Provider of the Year since 2017 up to 2019. And it's the quick start about CDU students, but again, apologies, I haven't got the data for Vietnamese student alumni. But actually, the Vietnamese students actually among all Southeast Asian students, most of our students are from Vietnam and the Philippines. So we have quite a lot of Vietnamese students there in CDU. I just don't know yet about how many alumni that we have. So currently we have more than 20,650 students currently studying at CDU, with 1,900 of them are international students from 96 different countries, including Vietnam. And our number of CDU alumni is more than 83,700 students, alumni that's spread all over the world, in Australia, in Asia, in Europe, and many other parts of the world. And more than 7,200 of those are international student alumni. I think if the Filipino students are Filipino alumni are 650 students, Vietnam should have more because we have our most students from Southeast Asia are actually from Vietnam, not from the Philippines. Okay, so we will go to the courses here. As you may have been aware of, that universities normally have faculties, right? Faculty of Business, Faculty of Engineering, and many others. But in CDU, we call our faculties as colleges. So we have College of Business and Law, College of Engineering and Environmental Science, College of Indigenous Features of Society, College of Health and Human Sciences, College of Nursing and Midwifery, and College of Education. Most of Vietnamese students, they still study business, and some of them they study nursing because they want to be a nurse in Australia, and many others they study education in CDU. Okay. First of all, I need to tell you that I don't put all courses here in my slide because it will take forever. And we have hundreds of courses here in CDU. So I only put the courses that mostly are applied by the Vietnamese students and other Southeast Asian students as well each year. For example, for our business and accounting program, we have Bachelor of Accounting, Bachelor of Business, and we also have our Bachelor of Digital Enterprise here in CTU. For Master's program, we have our MBA program, and we have two different MBAs program. The first one is the MBA, the 1.5 years MBA, and the second one is 2 year MBA, which includes 300 hours of internship, because you will have like one of your entire semester for the internship for professional practice. And we also have our Master of Accounting or Master of Professional Accounting with professional practice as well. So it will include 300 hours of internship too during your study. And we have also engineering, ID, and science. Many of our Vietnamese students, some of our Vietnamese students, sorry, also apply for our IT program. For example, our Bachelor of Software Engineering or honors, Bachelor of Computer Science, Bachelor of IT, and we have also master's program that currently are, really happening. Like for example, Master of Data Science, and we have our Master of IT program with three different specializations: cybersecurity, information system and data science, and software engineering. For our engineering program, we have Bachelor of Engineering, Master of Engineering, and normally in those programs there are several majors that you can choose. That you can choose one. For example, in our engineering program, Bachelor of Engineering program, we have civil and constructions, also, if I'm not mistaken, as electronic and electrical engineering and many others, and you can choose one of those specializations when you are studying in CDU. And we also have Bachelor of Science in CDU again with some specializations as well that you can choose one while you're studying. And we have our nursing and midwifery program. A lot of international students taking this program too, because they are, especially those who wants to work as a nurse in Australia and stay in Australia for a longer time. So we have our Bachelor of Nursing program and Bachelor of Midwifery program. And for our postgrad, we also have our Master of Nursing pre-registration. Okay, this is the video of one of our students from Nepal who's currently studying our Bachelor of Nursing. I will play the video. I think it will not take long. So check it out.
My name is Riya Shrestha and I come from a very beautiful country, Nepal, and I'm currently studying Bachelor of Nursing in CDU. The thing that I like most about studying in nursing is the confidence and competence that we apply while providing the care to the patient, and I can make a difference in people's life. The three things that I like about my lecturers are they are very friendly and supportive, and I find them highly qualified and highly professional. And whenever I need help, the lecturer give me time. I always find them very supportive. I'd like to find a job as a registered nurse in the hospital, and I would also like to expand my knowledge or study as a postgrad after gaining the enough experience in nursing field. I would definitely recommend CDU because CDU is a renowned and recognized university that provides a quality training in both theoretical and practical wise, which helps the nursing student to be more confident and competent in their scope of practice.
All right, so that's a short video about our students from Nepal's currently Bachelor of Nursing and CDU. Right, I will continue to the next slides. We have also Health and Human Sciences program, health program other than nursing, and also midwifery. We have, for example, Bachelor of Health Sciences, also with some specialization that you can choose. Bachelor of Exercise Sport Sciences, Bachelor of Health Sciences, and Bachelor of Paramedicine, Social Work, Master of Public Health, Master of Aeromedical Retrieval, and many other types of programs that we offer in CDU. And I think this is the next program, our Indigenous Futures Arts and Society. We have Bachelor of Arts, also include with several majors that you can choose. And we have also our Bachelor of Humanitarian Aid and Development. And also we have our Master of Arts, also with some specialization that you can choose. And Master of Public Policy and Master of Emergency and Disaster Management. Okay, and we also have our education program, mostly in education and teaching. So we have our Bachelor of Education, we have our Master of Education, and Master of Teaching program in CDU, and Master of Digital Learning Futures. And for our Bachelor of Education and Master of Teaching program, we focus primarily in early childhood teaching, primary and secondary teaching. So if you would like to be a teacher later on, I think the Master of Teaching or Bachelor of Education program are the right programs for you. Okay, this some student support that we can offer to the students later on when you are CDU. So it's not only about studying, guys, but we also provide supports that you will probably need when on your time in CDU. For example, we have our personal support program, which include mental health, counseling, access and inclusion, and many others, and academic support as well. For example, we have academic language and learning success program where you can learn deeper about English academic writing because academic writing is really much different, right? If we compare to only casual writing like email writing or letter writing. And we also have our international student support for you who have questions with regards to your visas and also your health insurance and any kind of immigration related questions. Okay, so maybe I believe that you are aware of about online learning because you experienced it there in Vietnam. Well, I will not talk much about this kind of online learning program, but in CDU, we do have online learning too, and this is I will only talk briefly about this. In general, we have our platform that we call LearnLine, where you can do your online learning there. You can do your classroom there, and you can also discuss with your tutors and also submit your assignments through one platform only. And normally, in our classroom, even though it's online, we keep the class small so the students can still discuss with fellow students and also their lecturers during the session. Because in Australia, discussion during the classroom, brainstorming are actually the most essential parts in our education. So we would like students to be proactive, to be also asking questions, to be answering questions, so they will learn much more deeper than only listening to the lecturers. And for sure, we also have scholarships there in CDU. And this is one of our students from Southeast Asia that got the scholarship in 2020. She's currently studying Bachelor of Nursing, and she received our CDU Global Excellence Program. Okay, these are some scholarships that we offer, but there is one more scholarship that has just been confirmed this week, and I would like to tell it to you, is our online learning scholarship. So because of this pandemic, many students they face difficulties, right? For to learn online from their house, from their home country. Like we have also some Vietnamese students that currently in Vietnam and studying online too. And normally universities don't offer like tuition fee discount for online program, but currently CDU we are offering 25% tuition fee reduction for the students who need to study online because of this pandemic. So that's an automatic scholarships for international students who are studying online outside of Australia. Okay, and other than that, we have our Vice Chancellor International High Achiever Scholarship, CDU Global Excellence, Global Leaders, and we have also many types of scholarship as well. For sure, we need to keep up. CDU keeps updating our scholarship database. If you would like to learn more, simply click the link down below. If you would like this slide later on, I will definitely share it to GSP, and you can ask GSP to send the slides to you.
Yes, for sure.
And this is the entry requirements for Vietnam. For undergrad, normally we successful completion of Bang Tot Nghe Po Tuong Trong Hoc. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. And with minimum average 75% in foreign subjects, or at least successful completion of 1 year of bachelor study or recognized university in Vietnam. For postgrad, we generally require successful completion of bachelor's degree and successful completion of a master or completion of your master's degree program. But normally, if Vietnamese student, for Vietnamese student, bachelor's degree is enough. And for FED program, grade 11 or 12 will be suffice. All right. So in my early slides, I mentioned to you about we bring back international students to Darwin, even though the border was still closed. So how did we do that? So this is the project, charter flight project, where we rented an airplane to fly from the Singapore to Darwin, and there were 63 students participating in this program from Vietnam, China, Indonesia, Japan, and Hong Kong on 30 November 2020. For sure, there are quite a lot of preparations and health measurements as well that we need to do during this program. And there are some pictures where when the plane was landed in Darwin International Airport, they were welcomed by the CDU staff, waving banners and saying welcome, welcome back home, welcome to Darwin again. We really miss you to come to campus again. And these are the students who happily waved their hands because finally we arrive again in Darwin, man, and we will have our class again here in Darwin. And then for sure, after the students landed in Darwin, they couldn't directly go to their accommodations, but instead they needed to go to quarantine in the quarantine facility owned by the Northern Territory government named Howard Springs. So after 14 days of quarantine, and they all tested PCR again and negative from COVID-19, they were released from the quarantine, and now all these students they are currently studying on campus at CDU. I will show you a little video about our child flight programs, and there's also our student from China who participated in this program and gave and share her experience during the child flight project. So let's check it out.
My name is Heather. I'm from northeast part of China. I'm studying Master of Professional Accounting at CDU. I remember the day that we boarded the flight. It was Sunday. All CDU staff, especially global staff, they all stand by to try to make everything just goes as smooth as possible. My parents was of course a bit worried about the safety issue, but after they witnessed how much effort the CDU put into this program, they were really surprised by how everything was well organized and well prepared. When the plane landed, I saw those amazing CDU staff wearing uniform and waving the banners and say, "Oh, welcome, welcome home." I just feel like the sense of belongings, feel like home. During quarantine, we also receive a daily phone call from CDU staff to check our mental health and physical health. And we get to swim like every other day. And we have big balcony that we can sit on and talk to our neighbors, and lots of like good food and yummy meals. The CDU staff are quite proud of this, the first time ever the charter fly in Australia. So we're proud of ourselves to being part of the history as well. I'm so looking forward to get my course started and also to dive into the local culture. And also I'm looking forward to meeting out new people. Just so excited to start my new life in Darwin in the Northern Territory.
All right, there's a little video about our child flight project, and we're currently, well, actually, we were getting ready for our next child flight in 2022, sorry. But the different thing is our child flight before was directly led by CDU and initiated by CDU, but this time the project was taken over by the NT government because now the approach is the states and territory governments need to submit a proposal to the federal government of Australia. But hopefully, I really hope so that maybe by the beginning of 2022, the border will be open for foreigners, including for international students. Now, Australia is the vaccine is still rolling, and according to the Prime Minister, now the people above the age of 16, more almost 70% of them are fully vaccinated now in Australia, and I really hope that it is a positive news, and Australia will be back open for international travels, including international students. Okay. A lot of students also ask me about the employment in Northern Territory, especially for part-time students, for part-time job for students there in Darwin. So this is a little bit of stats that I compared the stats between the Northern Territory and outside of the Northern Territory. For example, 72% students currently are working while they are studying in the NT, including in Darwin, compared to only less than 50% working while they study outside of the NT. And in average, the students can take work up to 17 hours per week in the NT, but only 10 hours per week outside of the NT. For salaries, we're quite good actually in terms of minimum in average wage. For example, our average wage are 24 AUD per hour on weekdays, 26 AUD per hour on Saturdays, and 29 AUD per hour on Sundays. While outside of the NT, students are on 18.93 per hour, or 23.66 AUD for casual workers. This is according to Deloitte report in 2018. For sure, now maybe the figure can be different, but because now the economy is still developing in Darwin, so there are a lot of opportunities that you can do during your study for your part-time job, or for you to have a full-time job later on while you graduated from CTU. And this is one of the statistics as well, that we are number two state with the lowest unemployment because of the again economic recovery and economic developing there in the territory. So there are not a lot of unemployed people there in the NT, which is really good. Even most of our students from especially from Southeast Asia, they also work while they are studying. They work part time while they're studying. Okay, and also now I will talk to you a little bit about our cost of living in Darwin. So this is the estimated weekly living expenses if you later on become a single student in Darwin, especially in CDU. So we have our on-campus accommodation, yes, but again, it is not mandatory. If you wanna choose our on-campus accommodation, feel free to stay there. But if you want to choose other accommodation outside of the university, feel free to not choose the on-campus accommodation and just stay in the accommodation outside of the university. In average, in our IHD and Unilodge Darwin, the rental prices vary for weekly. Like in IHD, it's 175 AUD per week. In our up to 227 AUD per week. In our Unilodge Darwin, it starts from 184 AUD per week up to 231 AUD per week, and it's included the gas, electricities, the kitchen as well, so you don't need to pay extra for the bills, and there is no establishment costs. And for our food and groceries, normally students will spend 80 up to 200 a week. For sure you can spend less if you mostly cook than cooking outside, and for sure you can spend more if you perhaps go to restaurant every day and you go to a cafe every day. But our Asian students that normally cook during their time in CDU, they only maybe eating outside like once or twice a week. And public transport is pretty much really affordable in Darwin compared to bigger cities like, for example, Melbourne and Sydney. We only the Darwin only charge you with 7 AUD per week, which means only 1 AUD a day, and you will get a concession card for transportation where you can take the buses around Darwin whenever you like and wherever you like. And for entertainment, normally it will take you 40 to 60 AUD per week. But again, it depends on your lifestyle. For entertainment, for someone like me who only likes to go to the beach or cafes, it will not take much. Maybe I can spend less than 30 AUD a week. In total, if you stay in our AHD, the estimated living cost will be 302 up to 494 AUD per week. If you stay in our Uni Lodge Darwin, it can be 311 up to 498 per week. But if you stay in shared accommodation or rental accommodation, for sure, normally it will cost you more because the price will be higher, and it does not include the electricity, water, establishment costs, etc. So that's your choice to stay wherever you like. And these are our student accommodations. So we have our IHD or International House Darwin, on our on-campus accommodation in Casuarina campus, which is only 2 minutes away from our main campus in Casuarina. It includes free Wi-Fi, pool, covered barbecue, kitchen, and many others. And also we have our Uni Lodge Darwin. It is really next. It is really close as well to our main campus, only 10-minute walk to our CDU Casuarina. But if you are feeling lazy to work at that time, you can take the bus because because in front of it you will find the Casuarina bus interchange, and also next to Casuarina Shopping Center if you want to buy your groceries weekly normally. So it's really convenient for you. And again, as a university student, it's not only about studying, but it's also about having fun while you are in CDU. There are a lot of events for international students that we arrange, that CDU arranged directly or arranged by other student communities as well for CDU students. For example, we have our international video competition, cooking classes, salsa dance classes, and many other types of events that you can participate during your time at CDU. Okay, we'll skip that one. And then if you would like to know more later on about the information about CDU, about our image gallery, our student stories, our achievements and rankings, I put the link in the slides. Again, if you want me to share it, I will share it to GSP, and GSP will share it to you. And I think this is pretty much my last slide. And thanks so much for listening up to until now. And I welcome questions. And thank you so much. And I will give it to Annie.
Yes, thank you very much, Randy. Thank you for all the updates. We saw a few questions popping up already. So the
Yeah.
first question I would like to ask you is actually the vet program at CDU, because you also provide vet programs and higher
Yes.
education. So I have been asked quite a few inquiries regarding the vet programs. Do you currently offer any scholarship, and will be able to package vet program into higher education program?
Oh yeah, okay. Right. Thanks for the question, by the way. And yep, we previously offered the scholarship program for FAT, so the student can apply for our scholarship, and if they get it, they will get our 4,000 AUD tuition fee reduction. Hopefully this year with this for the next intakes in 2022 will happen again. There's no announcement just yet, but we're still waiting now. But hopefully it will happen again
Yeah.
for the scholarship, right? But for the package, can we package a FAT with higher education? The answer is yes. There are some our FAT programs that can be packaged with our higher education. For example, there are some packages in our commercial cookery program where the students can start from certificate 3 in commercial cookery and end up with Bachelor of Business. And also we have our package in hospitality program where the students can start in certificate 3 fat in hospitality, and they will end up with our bachelor of business as well. So yep, there are several packages that you can choose if you want to study in CDU. So I think this is a good, Annie, if you package fat at her education, because you will get the specialization that is not gotten by the other students, that take the bachelor degree directly, because you will have, like you will have a special skill in, for example, commercial cookery and hospitality, but you will also have like a degree in business.
Yeah, for sure. And it's also for an offshore student who would like to do the full package, is also very good for their visa as well.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah, so let's move on to our audience questions. The first one is regarding the nursing program. Is your
Yep.
Master of Nursing leading to nursing registration?
Okay. Yeah, I can see that question. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question. Yep, our Master of Nursing will lead to our nursing registration. However, while once you finish your master's degree, there are certain steps that you need to do to be registered, to be fully registered as a nurse in Australia. But yep, CDU can help you to become a nurse there in Australia. So that's why the name is pre-registration, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not registered just yet. So, but later on, once you graduate, there are certain steps that you need to do to be
Yeah.
registered, to be fully registered as a nurse in Australia.
Okay. So next
Yep.
question is regarding the process. So do offshore students need to submit financial documents or interview for GT assessment?
Okay, does the international student need to submit financial documents? The answer is still yes. So all international students, even though they are now offshore or onshore, they still need to submit their financial documents. So it is to ensure that you or your parents can cover all the tuition fees. And later on, while you come to Australia, if when the border is open, you are able to support yourself for the living expenses here in Australia. And also interview for GTE assessment. Yes, we have GTE. Every international students need to submit the GTE, but not all of them are interviewed. So we only interview students in some cases only. But all students, yes, they need to submit GTE.
Okay, right. Next question is, does student need to have experience, working experience for Master of Teaching?
Okay, that's a good question. I believe there is certain, but I will. There is certain experience that the student need to do, but I'm opening the course now. I want to confirm before okay, right. All right. So, if you have a qualification in education as well, we don't necessarily need the what is it, our working experience. If you would like to apply for our Master of Teaching programs. However, if you don't have a background, if you don't have an education background in education, and you would like to take our teaching program, yes, we will need you to have some experience in teaching, because it will justify why you would like to study our Master of Teaching program if you don't have a background in education. But if you have background in education, yep, you feel free to apply because it is in line with your bachelor's degree background.
All right, thank you for that. Next question is, will CDU offer some subject for Bachelor of Nursing online in case
Mhm.
border will be closed a little bit longer?
Yep, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yep, we do. So because of this kind of pandemic, now there are many components that we offer online for international students who want to study our bachelor and also master of nursing, because they can't travel to Australia, and later on once the border is open, you can come to Australia and take the rest of the subjects, or the subjects that previously couldn't be taken online. Like for example, we have our clinical placement in CDU, and you cannot do your clinical placement in your home country, right? So yep. Once the border is open and you can come to Australia, you can take the clinical placement directly in Australia. But before that, while you are still in your country, you can take the subjects online.
All right.
Yeah.
Um, does CDU offer early course program for students? If not, can you advise the English partner that offer the early course package with CDU?
All right. Unfortunately, we don't have early course program just yet, Huang. And yeah, so we are currently assessing to open up our early course program. Yes, but it's not been announced just yet. And we have partner. The name is Up Education or CD International College. But I'm not sure whether you want to study bachelor or masters. Normally, if you would like to study bachelor, the education, they don't offer the English program for bachelor student. But if you want to study master, they have what they call master preparation program. It is also an English program where you can prepare your English there if you feel like you're not ready yet. And then after that, once you finish from the program, you can directly progress to our master's program in CDU.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So we're just waiting for the new announcement on the early course partner.
Eligos. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. All right. So the next question is also about ELICOS. Do you see you provide the English version test? If yes, how many times student can attend?
So for now, not yet. We don't provide any kind of English assessment just yet. So normally our students, they will just apply with other types of English assessment like IELTS, TOEFL, IBT, PTE, or CAE, for example. And now there are some programs that we can accept Duolingo because of this pandemic. Normally we can accept Duolingo for almost all programs, except our teaching programs, our some of our nursing programs as well. But yep, we don't have our English test just yet. Sorry for that.
All right. The next one is regarding the scholarship. So is the new scholarship limited or unlimited?
Okay. There are some scholarships that limited, so we only select some best students, like for example, CDU Excellence Scholarship and CDU Global Leaders and many others. But for our scholarship for online learning, the 25% tuition fee reduction, that's unlimited. So that will be automatically offered for international students who need to study offshore in their home country.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the answer for the scholarship. But if you would like more information, we can also share the slides of the scholarship with you.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I think that's all of the questions from our audience today. Um, I think after our audience rewatch this session, they're gonna have more questions for you, and we'll be in touch with you in regards to those questions. But thank you so much for live streaming with us today. It's a lot
Thank
of
you too.
great information, and our audience love it. So I hope to see you soon, and hope to see our audience again in the next episode with GSP.
Thank you very much, Annie and Global Study Partners, and every one of you guys who have attended this live session. Later on, if you feel the need to have a one-on-one consultation with me, feel free to contact Annie, and Annie will liaise with me to arrange a time to have a consultation with you.
Yes,
Thanks so
sir.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thanks so
everyone.
much.
Have a
Stay
good
safe.
day. See
Have a
you.
good day. Bye bye.